Now tuned into the greatest.
Manny Wilson podcast.
The Manny Wilson podcast.
The best sports podcast there is.
Yes, sir. The best sports podcast there is, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. Man, we got a great episode for you today on June 23rd, 2022. And it's hot. It's the summertime, prime time. And there's a lot of NBA drama. The NBA draft is tonight. Oh, man, it's dope tonight. It's going to be a great episode. But as I mentioned, it's very, very hot, especially out here in Chicago. It's been burning up, so just be careful out here, man. You know, be in a house, stay in a house. And if you're outside, you know, you might be having a hot girl summer, hot boy summer, whatever it is you up to, just be careful, be safe. If you're a free agent, pick your team wisely. I'll put it that way. Be like Bradley Beal. Be quiet, low-key, organized. Don't be like the Los Angeles Lakers or the New York Knicks, just thinking everybody won them. You're loud, ignorant, bougie, and you stink. Bad credit, you broke. Like, don't be like the Knicks fans and the Los Angeles Lakers fans. But hey, let's jump into the callers, because the callers, they're talking about Brad Beal as well. You know, we're trying to figure out where Bradley Beal is going. He already mentioned that he's going somewhere, but he's just gonna hold his decision. Low key, quiet, organized. So let's do it, man. Let's jump straight into the first one. Let's hear it.
What's going on, Manny? It's your boy Boots again, man.
Boots, what's the deal?
Man.
What's the deal, Boots?
Hey, you seen the news, man. If this Kyrie for Russ trade happened, I just want to let everybody know it's over out west. It's a wrap.
Look,
like, you feel me? Like, who's going to beat them? You please don't say Golden State. Please don't say.
You know what? Okay. So I see you submitted this before I even posted the prompt about Bradley Beal, and I'm gonna give you a minimum response right now, but I'm definitely going to respond to this because it's on the schedule to talk about next. So look, all I'm gonna say right now for Kyrie Irving in this trade, in quotations, this trade or whatever the hell might be going on, all I'm gonna say is the Brooklyn Nets have to be the dumbest team ever if they don't get Kyrie back. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Kyrie Irving's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, next one. Let's hear it. Brad Beal. Where is he going?
How y'all doing, everybody?
What's the
JC,
deal?
Stay turned.
JC, what's the deal?
Man, to be honest, bro, if Bradley Beal was to go to the Miami Heat, I feel like it would be a very interesting situation.
I kind of like
and
that.
I think that they could possibly pull something off with them extra 25, 30 points.
Yeah. You know, so you know what? I think you're 100% right. I like that one. Yes, that's a great take right there. I like that because I personally don't believe in the Miami Heat. Just with the Miami Heat and just the regular players they have, I personally don't think they're going to do anything. They need that extra player to give that 25 plus points a night. And that guy, Bradley Beal, he would be the bucket that gets them over edge. I think I would actually possibly start fearing the Miami Heat if they got Brad Beal, because they got Jimmy Butler, you add Brad Beal, Kyle Lowry, and they're already a gritty team. You got Bam, who's been developing over the years. That's literally the only piece they're missing in order to compete with teams. I mean, they're already competing, but in order to beat these teams like the Bucks and Brooklyn when they're loaded, assuming Kyrie Irving is still there, and like the Celtics, like this team, yeah, that would be nice. I like that one right there. Brad Beal to the Miami Heat. I can see that. That would be dope. And I actually favor that one. That's one of the ones I think is going to happen. Next caller, let's hear it.
Yo, so I think
what's good?
Bradley Beal's
best
landing spot will probably either be if Kyrie stays, he can go to the Nets if he wants to win. You know, it's a little cheap, but it might even some things out. Or I personally think playing on the Nuggets with Jamal Murray and Jokic would be very, very nice for him. That might make some noise in the Western Conference and get a Warriors problems, but we all know Steph Curry's go. So I don't know if anybody's a problem.
Hey, you a fool for that one. Hey, you can't. I love it. I love it, bro. You can't stand her, Slev, at this point. I love that we can throw that around and actually make an argument now that he has that Finals MVP. And I was already, I didn't ever made that argument before he got the Finals MVP, but I just love that we can literally make it a legit argument now without the first thing someone else saying is, well, he don't have a Finals MVP. I love that that's not the case no more. But anyway. But no, man, I think that would be the best move, one of the best, going to the Brooklyn Nets or the Denver Nuggets. I favor the Denver Nuggets just because adding him with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, I like that. I like that. That would be really nice. And then assuming Kyrie Irving is staying, and look, man, I already know. The Nets are not going to let Kyrie Irving go. Like, they're not going to let Kyrie Irving go. I'll touch on that more in a second, but that would also be cheating, like you said, too, if he was to go play with, the Brooklyn Nets with KD and Kyrie Irving. Ooh, that would be lethal. And it gives them a good chance to, make up for the James Harden. It adds more beef. It adds extra depth to that team. So that's a great one. I like that right there. But I think I would favor the Denver Nuggets or Miami Heat. If I had to choose one, it would be the Denver Nuggets or the Miami Heat. But you know what? We got more here, man, because the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm so happy I get to finally touch on this now. The Brooklyn Nets are about to end up like that salty ex-boyfriend, that ex-girlfriend that's like, damn, I should have never let them go. They were so good to me. Why did I let them go? I should have never did it. Oh, can you come back? Oh, I want you back. That's how the Brooklyn Nets are about to be in a second. And I say that because what the hell? Why would they possibly let Kyrie Irving go? I'm a firm believer. I just don't think this is smart. And I highly doubt that the Brooklyn Nets are just going to let Kyrie Irving walk away. And if they do, this is going to be the dumbest decision that they make the entire decade and probably in organization history because it makes no sense. And you know what? Before I touch too far on it, let me play the voicemail. Here's Boots. He said it something earlier. We'll touch back on it.
What's going on, Manny? It's your boy Boots again, man, with another take, man.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Hey, you seen the news, man.
I did.
If this Kyrie for Russ trade happened, I just want to let everybody know it's over out west, but it's a wrap.
First, no.
Like, you feel me? Like, who's going to beat them? You please don't say Golden State. Please don't say.
Let me tell you something. First off, Boots. Let me tell you, because I didn't get a chance to respond earlier, and now I get to actually respond. So let me tell you something. First off, Kyrie Irving ain't going nowhere. This Russ trade, it ain't no ifs, ands, buts. Golden State, they can beat the Lakers. One, because they still gonna have Russell Westbrook. And what the hell makes you think that Kevin Durant is going to stay with the Brooklyn Nets after Kyrie Irving leaves? Like, bro, literally, he left this man. He was trying to get away from this man in Oklahoma City. He spent about 5 or 6 years at a ballpark estimate playing with Russ and clearly did not have much success. He had to deal with all the craziness of playing with him, and he wanted out. He wanted to clearly go play with advanced point guards and point guards who have control in terms of controlling the game at a better flow, and more skillful players, more skillful point guards in terms of what a person can do with the basketball rather than playing off of effort. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense that Kyrie Irving would or the Nets would even trade Kyrie Irving for Russell Westbrook, knowing Kevin Durant does not want him to play there at all, and that they may possibly lose Kevin Durant. Like, come on, man. Come on now. Give me a break. Give me a break. And for the Brooklyn Nets, this would be the dumbest decision they make literally the entire probably history of the Nets organization, because literally, I get it. I get it. The Nets, they couldn't really play Kyrie Irving last year, but there was a vaccine mandate. And yeah, Kyrie took a couple extra games off because of personal reasons. He sat out sometime when he possibly could have played, whatever. That's all cool. But we were playing one in the midst of COVID. It was in the midst of COVID-19. Kyrie Irving didn't have a vaccine mandate, so he was forced to sit out a majority of those games. And also, if Kyrie Irving leaves, Kevin Durant is gone. It's gone. It's a wrap. Literally, their chances from winning a championship goes from above 70% to 12%. If I had probably even lower than 12% because Kevin Durant is gone. So who the hell they gonna have Russell Westbrook and that's it? Like, come on, man, that trade's not gonna happen. I just highly doubt it. And Lakers fans, you know, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse over the years. And we're going to go on to our next topic in just a second. But it's gotten worse over the years because this is what's happened. This is what's happened. You got Lakers fans who are already just, you know, spoiled and crazy and think they're getting every free agent that ever goes and enters free agency. And then you got LeBron fans who just, you know, is already crazy. Do I really need to explain how crazy LeBron fans are? Like, come on now. And when you combine the two, it just makes for a natural disaster. Like it's absolutely insane. So we need something. We got to figure out, as everyone else who are fans of the NBA, we got to figure out something to neutralize this craziness that's happening in LA with LeBron and Lakers fans. It's already crazy. Maybe we need to pull some more Kobe fans to the side or something. Like, I want to put some Kobe fans to the side and let them know how the Lakers do, like how the organization should be, you know, be patient and yeah, we're good. But you know, I don't know, but something has to give. Something has to give because Brown and Lakers fans is this is crazy. This is crazy. But no, stay tuned, man. We got more coming up with the draft. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. It's The Run. Now, you know, just because you're busy doesn't mean you got to be stressed. I'm crazy busy right there with you, but it can be easier. Next time you're on a run, just make it more fun and listen to The Run with Manny Wilson.
Now tuned into the greatest.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
The Run, the Manny Wilson podcast.
The best sports podcast there is.
Yes, sir. The best sports podcast there is, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson. Hey, the NBA draft is tonight. It's tonight. The Orlando Magic, they have the first pick in the NBA draft. And I just want to touch on this for a quick second, man, because, you know, a lot of people during draft time, they lose their minds about which guy is the best and which team needs to pick this guy and all of that. But look, all I'm going to say, I'm going to keep it real sweet, real short, real simple. You don't become the Boston Celtics by drafting poorly. You don't become the Golden State Warriors by drafting poorly. You don't become the San Antonio Spurs by drafting poorly. And to be honest, damn it, you don't even become the damn Dallas Mavericks by drafting poorly. Because all of these teams and all of this hype about this guy needs him and this team needs this guy, it ultimately comes down to how this team and how this organization wants to play basketball. If this guy's going to fit their game plan, then obviously you want to go with them. But in the case of the Orlando Magic, they've had many first-round picks, but they've never won a championship. They had guys like Shaq. They've had Dwight Howard. They've had Penny Hardaway, all at the first pick in the draft. But yet, they've never won a championship. They've gotten close, but they never won a championship. And now they have another chance to pick a number one pick that can possibly get them back to that type of standard. And here's my thing with it. It's a lot of good guys in a draft. I'll put it that way. It's a lot of good guys. But in the perspective of the Orlando Magic, this team has showed no direction in the last decade. They haven't really showed any type of great building skills, I should say. There's not really a solid game plan that's going to help spark a particular player's play or help everybody on the team look good. This team has been struggling for some time now. And I would just say, if I'm the GM and if I'm at the top of the office, this is one of those scenarios where you have to go with the best player. And the best player in the draft, to me right now, is Chet. Chet. You have to go with Chet. That's a C-H-E-T, Chet. You have to go. You have to, man, because at this point, like, this man can literally do everything. And there's some concerns, obviously, about his body size and, like, you know, his figure, because he is a skinnier guy. But you have to go with Chet. I'll put it. I'm gonna keep it as simple as that, because yeah, man, he works magic, and damn it, the Orlando Magic they can do something with him. And I honestly believe out of the entire draft, he's probably the easiest player to build around because his skill set is so far and so wide and can do so much at such a tall height. I think he maybe 6'10". But man, it's just remarkable. It's remarkable at what he can do. And if you're the Orlando Magic, I'm taking Chet without a doubt. Without a doubt. So yeah, definitely taking him. But no, man, I appreciate you hanging with me today. And also, I didn't mention earlier, it was a couple things I didn't mention earlier. First, I didn't mention this is the best sports podcast all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. And if you ever want to give us a call, man, to leave a voicemail, feel free to do so. You can call at any time, but also we post the prompts on our Instagram at The Run Podcast and my personal at I am Manny Wilson. But if you don't even want to go on there, you can just call the number 219-413-9405. But no, man, I greatly appreciate you guys hanging with me today, and we will be back next week, and so on and so on and so on.